Hey everybody, John here, and this video is going to be a little bit different than my normal videos. It's Monday morning and I'm on my way to work. A lot of y'all know just from different posts maybe, but if you don't know, I have a nephew who was injured last Thursday evening. His name is Ty. And he was part of a fire crew that was fighting a massive wildfire in west central Oklahoma on Thursday of last week. And he had massive smoke inhalation, and so they put him in an ambulance to take him to the hospital for evaluation. While he was in the ambulance on the way to the hospital, his blood pressure was elevated, and he wound up having a heart attack. And it wasn't just a normal heart attack. It is the heart attack that people call Widowmaker. But right time, right place. Because it wasn't just a regular ambulance. It was more of a trauma ambulance. They had to shock him a couple of times. They got him back. They got him to a local hospital where they had medication that would help with the heart attack and all. I don't understand it all, but they were able to get him to the local hospital. They called Metaflight. Metaflight came in, took him to Heart Hospital in Oklahoma City. And so, like I said, that was Thursday evening. I made it to the hospital, in our local hospital, about 5 minutes before the helicopter took off. And so I did not get to see him then. His brother, another of my nephews, he was there. My brother, one of my brothers was there, who was a retired volunteer firefighter, and so we stood and waited till the helicopter took off. His brother was taken to Oklahoma City with lights and sirens to be there whenever they were making decisions for Ty. And my brother, of course, he went to Oklahoma City as well. Our brother, Ty's dad, he lives on the East Coast, and so he was not able to be here immediately. It wasn't until the next day, but God bless them to be able to get to Oklahoma City early on the afternoon of Friday. So anyway, all that to say, please pray for my nephew Ty. He has been intubated so that he can breathe. He has been sedated so that he doesn't pull things out. He's hooked up. He's got all kinds of stuff, pumps. They got something that is helping his heart evacuate the blood. There's so much. But if one thing would have been different, he probably wouldn't have made it. He was on a fire that the wind was, there were winds 40, 50 miles an hour gusting. Hundreds of firefighters wound up working this blaze. Whenever there's a fire like that, there's an organization. It's basically a paramedic type organization, and they send units, these special ambulances to these fires, just in case there's issues. They have regular check-ins. so that whenever somebody's out fighting fire, that they can go get checked out. Ty, he told his brother that there was something that he said, are they set up today? I think I need to go get checked out. Well, Ty doesn't do that. And so his brother said, man, let's go do that. So they went, they checked him out. They said, you don't have a choice. You're going to the hospital. And it was shortly thereafter that he had his heart attack, and they brought him back. And so, but if those ambulances weren't there, if they were 30 seconds further out, if he was out of the truck whenever this happened, if there are so many things that went right, there were so many things that God orchestrated so that he would be in the right place at the right time with the right people, so that he would be brought back. One little thing, 30 seconds different, could have changed everything. Anyway, so in the last few days, they had him on some blood pressure medicine to help control, I don't even know. I think he has been high and low on his blood pressure, but they were able to bring him off of all blood pressure medication. His blood pressure's maintaining on its own. He still has the intubation tube. They are still sedating him. And so yesterday Kelly and I went to the hospital. There's, of course, a whole bunch of people. Both of my brothers were there, and a lot of Ty's family, and extended family and friends, and are only able to go in, and 2 people at a time see him. So, but he gets agitated. Whenever he starts to come out of sedation, he gets agitated, and if the wrong person's in the room, then he gets frustrated because he knows something's wrong, but he's not quite sure what. And say his dad, who lives on the East Coast, is here to see him. He doesn't exactly know what's going on, and so that agitates him. Well, when he gets agitated, he starts moving around, and he wants to pull on things and move around. Well, he doesn't need to move around, and he doesn't need to accidentally pull out the tubes and the needles and stuff. And so they are playing a slow game, which it's going to take a long time. It's going to be a time of recovery, a time of rehabilitation, it's going to be a while before he's going to return to some semblance of normalcy. And so yesterday when we were there, they had him fully sedated because he had been agitated just before we got there. Well, last night, thankfully, he woke up a little bit, and they were able to talk with him, get him to understand some things, asked him some questions. He even showed signs of humor, and he can't talk because he has a tube in his throat, but there is progress. There is more progress than there is not, and so that is good. There's nothing about the situation that we want to rush, nothing about the situation where we can't give it a little extra time. He's doing much better than he would have if there was no ambulance around, and thankfully he was actually in the ambulance when it happened. So anyway, all of that to say, please pray for my nephew Ty. He's an ornery cuss, but God is gracious, and God did not God did not take him for a reason. And so I pray that I just pray that everybody involved would understand how good God is all the time, regardless of situation, regardless of circumstance. God is so very good. And so if you guys would pray for him, pray for his family, pray for the physicians, the medical staff, the recovery, the long-term, long road that he's going to have to go down. Changes probably are going to have to be made that are difficult. And so you guys pray for Ty. I appreciate it. You guys have a great rest of your day, whatever day it is you're watching this. I'll see you on the next video.